Netflix has done it again. Wednesday fans spent the past month sitting on the edge of their seats, all eager to see how the second season would conclude. The last time we saw Wednesday Addams, she was in rough shape. Not only did her arch-nemesis escape from Willow Hill, but he left her in critical condition after throwing her from a second-story window. As she lay unconscious and unable to give chase, Wednesday was no closer to stopping Enid's prophesied death. The stakes couldn't have been higher as we moved into the latter half of the season, and it delivered. From shocking twists to final confrontations and gut-wrenching sacrifices, the third season couldn't come soon enough. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait for production to finish. In the meantime, we can still theorize about what's coming next. So, without further ado, here are my predictions for Wednesday's third season. The Search for Enid. While they couldn't be more different and don't always see eye to eye, Season 2 proved that Enid Sinclair is Wednesday's ride or die. These two never expected to become lifelong friends when they dormed together at Nevermore, but fate brought them together for a reason. They make the perfect team, balancing each other's shortcomings. Wednesday spent half the school year trying to save Enid's life thanks to her prophetic vision. She may have gone about it the wrong way, putting a rift between them, but her heart was always in the right place. At the same time, Enid took a significant risk when she saved Wednesday at the Skull Tree. The reveal that she was an alpha, doomed to live as a wolf after her next transformation, turned her world upside down. It was a huge leap from being a late bloomer who could barely summon her claws to saying goodbye to her human life forever. Still, she took the risk and transformed to dig Wednesday out of her premature grave. Stuck as a wolf, Enid had no choice but to leave Nevermore. At the end of the season, Wednesday took Uncle Fester's motorcycle sidecar and headed north toward Canada, determined to rescue her best friend. The next season will obviously follow this journey. While the mystery may focus less on murders and more on rescuing Enid, Wednesday's investigative streak will remain central. Enid's new life. Now trapped in her werewolf form, Enid's story will take a dramatic turn. That also means we may see less screen time for actress Emma Myers. Narratively, though, it feels wrong to write Enid out completely, especially if she becomes the driving force of the third and potentially fourth seasons. The writers might keep her present through occasional updates on her new life. With the funding boost that improved CGI in the latest season, many fans noticed Enid's upgraded wolf design, sleeker, stronger, and more powerful than ever. She's definitely giving alpha energy. With this new model, we might see her surviving on the move, hunting for food, finding shelter, evading law enforcement, hunters, and other supernatural creatures. They could even include her inner monologue as she struggles with being a danger to Wednesday and others, forcing her to evade them at every turn. Keeping her perspective in the story would raise the stakes and keep viewers invested. Uncle Fester and Wednesday. One of the biggest surprises of Season 2 was Wednesday's partnership with Uncle Fester. He rode into the unknown with her as she began the search for Enid, making him her new right hand. Unlike her parents, who want to keep her safe, or Pugsley, who lacks her deductive abilities, Fester is the perfect chaotic partner. He doesn't hesitate to infiltrate Willow Hill, he's skilled at uncovering secrets, and he has tricks Wednesday lacks, his many contacts, his numerous identities, and his electric powers. Expect him to shine as they track Enid and stumble across new mysteries. The new Agnes. Back at Nevermore, Wednesday found herself surrounded by fangirls desperate to be her new best friend. Among them, Agnes stood out. She created an elaborate mystery that perplexed Wednesday early in the season and later proved invaluable with her disappearing abilities. Unfortunately, her obsession with Wednesday crossed the line. She stalked her, mimicked her mannerisms, and even tried to replace Enid. But thanks to Enid's encouragement, Agnes began to step out of Wednesday's shadow and embrace her own identity. By the end of the season, she became a fan favorite, and her story is only beginning. Wednesday's powers return. Wednesday's struggle with her psychic abilities was a major theme. After overloading herself, she lost the ability to summon visions, forcing her to rely on detective work. Morticia warned her about going too far, and Principal Williams, now her spirit guide, explained that her powers reflect her inner self. Wednesday's pride and arrogance held her back, but Enid's sacrifice may inspire her to unlock her visions again. Her new goal, born from love, guilt, and desperation, could restore her abilities indefinitely. We already saw hints of this in the finale when Olivia's journal confirmed that Wednesday's long-lost aunt is alive, locked away by Grandmama and calling for Wednesday's death. Sophomore year at Nevermore. Although Wednesday is heading north with Uncle Fester, Nevermore Academy will likely remain important. The series thrives on its YA drama setting, and moving too far away from it could hurt the dynamic. This is where Pugsley might step in. In Season 2, he revived a zombie, Slurp, who later regained his human memories as Isaac Knight, a mad scientist with ties to the Addams family. Since Pugsley isn't joining Wednesday's search, he may anchor the Nevermore storyline alongside Eugene, Bianca, and Ajax. I couldn't be more excited for Wednesday's next adventure. Losing Enid's spark is tough, but making her rescue the driving force of Season 3 feels fitting. Wednesday has faced vengeful ghosts, murderous hides, and genius zombies, but nothing compares to saving a loved one who's lost and fighting for their life. How do you feel about Wednesday's new direction? What do you want to see in the next season? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated.